Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 22 of Omnifactory. My name is ZD Sauce, and this is what we did last episode. We made this nice polymer clay automation line. Got a whole bunch of machines doing different stuff. We got a bunch of different colored pipes. We have some deep mob learning making some ender pearls for us. Right now we're kind of hand feeding it the pulsating polymer clay because we're having some power issues, and that's what I'm trying to solve today. In between episodes, I made this crate to hold our extraterrestrial matter because we didn't want that filling up our simulation chamber. I also just made a few more things. I made another loop fabricator and simulation chamber for what we're going to do today. What I want to try to do is make one of these Numismatic dynamos and automate a shulker data model to basically make diamonds and put it into the Numismatic dynamo, and that will generate a whole bunch of power from that. So yeah, there's actually a different power issue I'm also having that it took me a bit to actually figure out what was going on, but if we look here, okay, it's not showing up yet, but we'll see that the power will very, very gradually drop from this. So if we have this running all the time, we're going to run into some issues. And the reason it's dropping very slowly is because this takes 2048 RF a tick to run. And these cables can transmit exactly 2048 RF a tick. So the issue is like the minimal power that's using to power these basic and MV machines, plus the 2048 from here ends up being just slightly over what we have. So what I want to do is try to make a better conduit to feed power from our actual vibrant capacitor bank to the machines. And so the next tier power conduit. So if we look at energy conduits, so we are using this energetic alloy conduits, which does 2000. The next one is vibrant alloy, which is 8000, but I think I'm just going to skip that and go straight to using end steel. So end steel is basically a combination. This is how all the conduits are made. It uses like the previous tier, then plus some end steel wire. So we can make some of these vibrant alloys. We have to make these, but the end steel is pretty easy to make. It's just end stone dust, which is macerated end stone, and dark steel in an MV alloy smelter. So I think I'm going to try to do that because then we don't have to worry about these transfer limits for at least a little while, because 32,000 RF a tick is quite a lot to be transferring. So yeah, let's try to make that first. So to get end stone, we could go to the end, and I think the way we're supposed to do that is with an end cake. This doesn't look awful to do, but I mean, we're gonna have to make some end stone anyway, and the way I can just do this is by using some ender pearls and getting some of that. So that shouldn't be too hard. I think I have everything for that, and I'll just get like a stack. Since ender pearls are a lot easier for us to get now, I think that's okay. And then we should be able to just throw that into a macerator and get the actual end stone dust. And then we're also going to need a good amount of dark steel. I think 24 is a decent amount, but I might as well get some more cooking up. Ooh, we're low on charcoal dust, actually. Oh, it's because we don't have steel. Okay, well, 24 is fine for now. I can try to get more steel. I do want to automate charcoal dust soon enough. I just got to throw a macerator up there with an interface. But yeah, so if we take some of this end stone dust and then also the dark steel that we have and bring it up to our alloy smelter, I think that should be pretty much all we have to do to get this. Yeah. Let me make sure that's the exact amount. So we're going to get end steel. We are going to have to make some of the vibrant alloy cabling first, though. So let's do that. We're going to need some wires. So let's make... I could do 12. Let's do 24. That'll make a lot of the vibrant alloys, which should turn into a lot of the end steel stuff. And then what I'm going to do is... and I wonder if we can see it yet. Nope, it's still running at 2 million, but I want to basically remove all of the power conduits here and then replace this entire line and use the end steel conduits, which shouldn't be too bad, but we might be struggling for power for a bit. But let me take out the polymer clay here. I can throw it back into here. And look at it, everything's working well. We're getting the resonant ender. We're making that into the dust and turning into polymer clay. So I am really happy with this build. It looks very nice. Okay, there you can see it. It dropped down to 1.9 for a second there. Okay, cool. So I'm going to take my wrench, and then you can kind of use the scroll wheel here to only look at the cabling that you want to look at. So I'm just going to take out all of the energy cables. Anything up here? Nope. And then we're going to turn as much of this into the vibrant as we can, and then turn as much of that into the end steel as we can. And we should end up with quite a lot of cabling. Okay, I'm going to do that for now, but I will end up replacing all of it. I think that should be plenty. Yeah, so if we look at our vibrant alloy cables, basically what we need some conduit binders as well. And these are pretty much all made the same way. Just in an assembling machine, we can just throw this stuff in here, and that should make a good amount of vibrant alloy conduits. And now, how's our end steel supply looking? Only 8? I guess is it just a really slow? Yeah, it's just very slow, but that's okay. Should still get a lot. We can do 8 for now. Let's turn those into wires. And then that should make a lot of these. Cool. That is a quest, though. I forgot. That was a really loud, quest reward. I haven't gotten a quest reward in a while. It just seems like it was really excited to give me that. Yeah, so more RF power, but let's just skip right through that and get to end steel, which I don't know if there's a quest for it or if it's made, but yeah. Grab our cables. Oh, we need more conduit binders. It's a lot of vibrant alloy cabling. And then we're just going to throw this in with the end steel now. And that should be enough for what we're looking to do as of right now. But of course, the more end steel, the better. Why not do a little bit more, actually? 12, yeah, I might need a bit more. We'll see, we'll see. Actually, I think that could be enough. This is all something we could automate, but we don't really need to make conduits that often, so I think it's okay. Okay, I think 32 should be plenty to just wire things up. So I'm going to remove all the wiring up here too. This has a big buffer, so it should be okay. I am cooking up some more aluminum right now, so I don't want to mess with things too much. Ooh, that's a lot of cabling. Nice, and I want to make sure these are all only inserting because I want to use them as power buffers. And that should be only extracting. And then we should be able to just run this exactly how we had it before. And in between episodes, I'll probably replace all of my power conduits, but that might just take a little bit of time, so I'm not going to worry too much about doing that all right now. Cool. And then last thing to do is to also... Oh, looks like I didn't have enough. I'm going to have to wire it up there. I'll do that really quick. Be right back. All right, things are looking good. Nice and wired up. I got things over here to the simulation chamber. So yeah, we shouldn't have any more issues with this running low on power. But we are going to have issues with our buffer running low on power. You can see it's a pretty slight positive, actually. And that's just because I'm running I'm cooking up some steel using my automatic crafting. And then also I have the blast furnace running, so I know it seemed like when we made those magmatic dynamos, like that was going to be fine for a while, but we are already getting to the point where it's like, hey, we need a serious power upgrade. So I've already made a simulation chamber and a loot fabricator, and then what we're going to need besides that is just a numismatic dynamo, and then also this lapidary calibration. Talking is hard. So basically this will let us feed in diamonds that we can make from our shulker data models and then produce a whole lot of power with it. So let's try to make this numismatic dynamo. I think it shouldn't be too hard. We just need this furnace, which, oh, that's annoying to make. I wish there was like an easier way to make these furnaces. Do that. Copper furnace. Hopefully I can get this order right. Silver furnace. And it needed a diamond, right? I think it did need a diamond furnace. Okay. And then we're going to need another excitation coil, which... do we have that? No, I guess we don't. We have these. Nice. And some vibrant alloy plates and vibrant bimetal gears. So I think this shouldn't be too hard to get. Nice, we have this. And we just need some energetic. So all these gears can be made in the alloy smelter. So this isn't too bad to make. It just takes some ender pearls for these vibrant components. And then besides that, we just need a redstone transmission coil, and that should be all we need for the Numismatic Dynamo. And then I also want to get some of the fuel catalyzer upgrades, just so that we use our diamonds a little bit slower. I can actually just steal some from here, because why not? That's not too many, but... I'm also going to want to make some hardened upgrades and some of the reinforced upgrades, but that's stuff I can do off camera, just because that's a bit boring. And I've already done that probably a few times. Cool, and now we get our vibrant alloy plates, mystically mechanical. I love these achievement names. And we should, do we have a transmission coil? We do. So we get our Numismatic Dynamo. That's great. So yeah, this will basically just take in diamonds once we have this augment here. I don't have any diamond plates, do I? Okay. So that's just compressed diamonds. Get some of those. And then I'll also need an emerald, which I thought I had some, but I guess I don't. Do I really not? I guess I do not. I know I have emerald ore, though. I'll just cook up a stack of it. Again, emeralds are kind of valuable now, but once we get more into deep bomb learning, it's another thing that can be automated very easily. And I think emeralds come from Enderman models as well, I think, actually, right? Yeah, pristine Enderman matter. So they're pretty much the same value as ender pearls because it takes the same amount of resources. Now we need to wait for a few more diamond plates, and then we can go downstairs and set this up. So to make this augment, it's just like this. And yeah, we are looking good. So I haven't thought too hard about where exactly to put this, but I guess I'll just, I don't know, throw it there. Sure. And I throw in this lapidary calibration. I'll throw in a fuel catalyzer as well. And yeah, this can produce a lot of power. And once we upgrade it, it will be even more. Actually, before I actually put in diamonds and everything, I'll just make a few quick upgrades really quick. And then I'll be right back. All right, we got our upgrade kits. And we can I think I'm going to move things around a little bit. So I want to have, I can put my simulation chamber like up here maybe? Yeah, and that can feed in from here, sure. I'll have it feed in from both sides, because why not? Look at the problem of no building blocks again. Can I grab it? Oh yeah, look at that skill. Okay. And then I can have my loot fabricator, because actually I think this does need to be... This needs to get inserted directly from the... I want to see if this works, actually. I don't foresee it will, but... Let me just grab some energetic, because I don't feel like rewiring everything, so I'll just use energetic for now. It should be fine. I think shulkers are only... they're only one per. See if this works. So let me throw in my shulker data model. And then I'll grab some of this as well. And if it inserts directly in, that would be great. But we're also going to need to do something with the what is it called? The extraterrestrial matter. So I'm not really sure if you, I think you have to pull out of the bottom, whatever, no matter what you do. So yeah, instead, I think what I'm going to do is this. And then I know we can pull out the side, so... Yeah, and then I think... So eventually I'm going to want to have a few of these magmatic dynamo or numismatic dynamos. So then I think like we can pull out the side and basically just feed them up here. And that should be good, right? And we can have them kind of go in this way. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Okay, so what we're gonna need now are some item conduits, because we need to basically conduit this all around. So this is gonna pull out of here, and then insert into here. And we're also gonna need to bring these items here. So I think we could probably just use the same line that we have going over to that side. So this is pulling out on yellow. So I want to prioritize this first. It's actually nothing's going in right now. But if we just basically, I guess just pipe this all the way around. Just go there, there, and there. Oops, not that one. And then if I do insert on yellow, I think we should be supplying it with... Awesome, yeah, we are getting a bunch of polymer clay. Great. And then we should be able to pull out the essence from here and throw it into here. And then I want to also hook up the extra ones to go into here. So actually, maybe I could do pink, right? Insert this on pink. Oh, that's doing that here. Yeah, let me try pulling this out on pink. I hope I didn't mess anything up there. And then insert this on pink. And hopefully that does go in the correct one, but we'll see if anything gets messed up. Okay, and then this is going to basically pull out here and insert diamonds into this Numismatic Dynamo. Oh, also, let me throw on the exports. And then put in a bunch of fuel. And now, yeah, look at the amount of power we can produce. That's great. And then we're also obviously going to need to put the power somewhere. So extract it here. And then I also, oh yeah, I don't need this torch anymore. I made a ferroflare lantern, which lights up a bunch of space, which is really nice. Oh, this also needs power, doesn't it? Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not like crossing paths anywhere. If you couldn't tell, I really like to make my the arrows that my cables are doing a little bit neat. Oh, it looks like we can't do 2 power cables at once. That was weird. Okay. And then I'll make sure that this is inserting only. Because I want to make sure this isn't like supplying power directly to things. I want to use this buffer. And hopefully the buffer is a bit more soon. So, this now has power. This is making some stuff. And then once we get a pristine matter, we should hope to be able to make diamonds and feed it directly in. I'll just basically wait for pristine matter, unless this is the one. Nope. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, I think, so we did get a few pristine matter. I had a small issue over here. So you know how we are extracting on pink here, and then putting our extraterrestrial matter into here, and then our ender pearls over here. We ended up putting some of our extraterrestrial matter into here, and then I didn't know that had a recipe. It was smelting into liquid XP. So to solve that, I just put a quick item filter on this. So now this will only take ender pearls. So then the only other insert for pink is here for the extraterrestrial matter, and then here for the actual diamonds. But yeah, so, or actually this isn't even an insert on pink. This is, wait, should this really be pink? Yeah, it should. Actually, how is the extraterrestrial matter getting? Oh, you know what? That should actually be magenta. Because this is, yeah, it's not extracting. Okay, so maybe I didn't need that filter, but let's make that magenta. Okay, and that will work properly. And then this should also be magenta. Okay, it's still getting pristine shulker matter. So if I select this diamond, what should happen is, yeah, we should just be able to make diamonds, and that should get fed into this numismatic dynamo. It is, and look at the power we're getting. That's amazing. You know, I just realized something else. We were definitely going to want that augment that doesn't let the dynamo run if it doesn't need to. So let's get that going. Let's set the excitation field limiter. Oh, that's easy to make. That started running, and I was like, "That's a lot of RF. I want to make sure that it will actually stop if it needs to." Okay, so yeah, now this will only run if it has to. And yeah, we're getting a ton of power. And now we shouldn't have any issue just continuously running this Enderman module. So what I'm going to do is come over here, take my wrench. Oops, I need to see everything. And then I actually want to insert on yellow, which should throw the pulsating polymer clay in here. Cool, and I think this is looking pretty good. So yeah, now we should have a surplus of pulsating polymer clay once this is running and actually succeeding. I'm wondering if we might struggle while the tier is still pretty low, but we will see. And then we should be getting enough power, plenty of power to supply this from this numismatic dynamo. Yeah, the augments help so much. I forgot, it was at 2,500 and now it's at 6,250. Oof. That is nice. And then I think the idea is to basically make a few more simulation chambers so that we can have multiple shulker data models running at once, and then have kind of a line of dynamos here, and then we should hopefully not have any power issues. So yeah, this is about to fill back up, and hopefully we shouldn't see this go back down for a very long time, because we are looking good on power now. And I'll keep the magmatic dynamos up there because why not? Cool. Let me check what time we're at and then see if I have time to do anything else. All right. I think we have time to do one more quick project, actually, this episode. Why not? But, man, I love looking at this. So it looks, we did back stuff, and for some reason it looks like it's prioritizing the magmatic dynamos over the numismatic dynamos, which I'm very happy about, because I'd rather save diamonds than save the unlimited supply of lava we have. Actually, no, it's still... Okay, it's evening them out because it looks like they're both supplying about 1,800 RF a tick. I'm not really sure that's calculated. Actually, let me check. When I checked before, it wasn't pulling out of here. Yeah, it looks like it's using all of the magmatic dynamo's power. So I like to see that because I'd rather use that. I'm not really sure how those decisions are made, but yeah. Okay, but I am going to have to babysit this a little bit. Oh yeah, it looks like we're out of pulsating polymer clay, actually. Just because since the data models are a low tier, we're not getting that lucky with the pristine matter. Things might go astray, but we will see. Oh man, okay, something went wrong. Looks like Enderman matter is getting into here. Okay, let me take a second and try to fix this. Okay, I think I have a pretty simple, straightforward solution. So yeah, for whatever reason, Enderman matter was going in here, and then shulker matter was going in here, so I guess that's why I was getting unlucky. So this is extracting on magenta, and it should insert straight into here. And so what I did is, instead of making this also magenta, since these item conduits are connected, because we want to send polymer clay and extraterrestrial matter back and forth from here, I just made this insert on two different colors. So now the extraterrestrial matter inserts on both magenta, and this is light blue, if you can see it. And now we shouldn't be getting these mixed up, I would hope. So I should be able to put the shulker matter back into here, and that'll make some diamonds to get our power going again. And then I'll put the Enderman matter in here, and this should make a bunch more polymer clay. So I think we should be good again. I also have the priority set for the insert on this simulation chamber a bit higher than that one, because I think getting the polymer clays, like, we can't make power unless we have the polymer clay in stock, so I think that makes a bit more sense to me. Cool, things are running. Yeah, okay, I'll let this go a bit. I think it's working all right, but I'll let it go a bit and see how we do. This has 16 now. That's not many. Okay, it is going up, and this should not go up until we're full over here, I think. Okay, so anyway, what I wanted to do was work on also. I've been doing a lot of clay processing by hand. I have this like little chest up here and basically say like, all right, macerate some terracotta and then send that into electrolyzer because we just want to get aluminum and stuff. So what I'd like to do, ooh, we are lagging a little bit. What's up with the lagginess? I think it's okay. Okay, I think it's better now. Is I want to basically set that up downstairs. Because we have that unlimited supply of clay that we already made, we can just kind of use that to make aluminum for free and kind of get unlimited aluminum that way. So all we're really going to need is a macerator and a electrolyzer. So for the macerator, we need one of these buzz saws, and then we also need electric piston. I thought I was going to be okay, but I'm not. This lag is really weird. Let me make some things I need and also see if I can stop this lag from happening. That's odd. I checked Task Manager and everything, and nothing else is really taking up computing power. Anyway, so yeah, we'll just make this macerator, and then we'll also make this electrolyzer. I thought I did have another machine. Oh, there it is. Okay. And then we're also going to need a few more conductive iron conduits. Because we can just use that same CEF because a lot of the actual wiring, or a lot of these machines aren't really on all the time, so I feel totally comfortable using the 4x CEF. But I think what I'm going to have to do is move this back one and then kind of do it that way. So let's do that. Take this flux capacitor out. So yeah, if we move this over to here and then have the power going that way, and then we can just extend this out a bit and have two more over here. I just need a few conductive iron wires, which are over here. And I'll take the rubber. Okay. And yeah, this should allow us to basically have these two more machines. So I want to basically round robin this clay with this alloy smelter and then also this macerator. I don't even necessarily need to round robin because this is always going to be backed up. So if I get some more item conduits, the clay is coming out of gray, I believe. Or light, is it light gray? This is the clay. Yeah, extracted on gray. Okay, so if we insert on gray, that should work, right? Cool. And now this will get us our clay dust, and we just have to essentially feed that into our electrolyzer. It should be pretty easy. Orange. Probably running out of colors soon. Oh yeah, we definitely are. And now this is getting some clay dust. So yeah, as long as we want this, we'll pretty much be able to stock up everything, all the aluminum and everything that we need. Oh, we are running into power issues actually. Once this finishes, I think it might just be because of the back stuff. I think it's going to be all right. I'll keep an eye on it though. But yeah, this looks good. And then let's just like pipe that into a chest or something. Or actually, someone commented the other day and talked about the actual like the sides of GregTech machines. And it should be able to automatically output, I think, if we use the wrench right here and then just have a big chest. Is that going to work? I must be not understanding this correctly. Is it, do you need to like hit a different side? Huh. Well, that's okay. I guess we can use item conduits. I feel like I'm not understanding that correctly. So we'll extract this on white and insert this on white. And yeah, this is just going to fill up with like sodium, silicon, lithium, aluminum. This is something we could definitely just pipe directly into our system, but I think getting it back stuff will be okay, because I don't know if we need like all of those materials. But we'll just let this, it'll be nice to not have to think about this and let it run for a bit, and then we can just have a bunch of aluminum. And silicon's pretty useful as well. Have that all stocked up. Cool. And it looks like we're not having any more power issues, which is good. I think the issue was that it was just running this chemical reactor a lot, because we had just fed a stack into here. Then I was running these two machines, and then if it had a couple more going at the same time, there was going to be issues. But seems like it is fine now, so that is good to see. And how are things looking here before we end things off? Okay, nothing is backstuffed in the wrong way. This almost has a full stack, which is great to see. Is this... Okay, and this has some as well. Cool. And this is running. Nice. That's a great stack of diamonds. But yeah, so we see each diamond is 2.22 million RF, which means that one successful shulker thing turns out to be like 13 million-ish RF. So yeah, you can see how this is a really, really awesome way to generate power. But yeah, this is going to do it for this episode. We upped our power game. We also got some aluminum and other supplies generating for free. So yeah, pretty happy with how this turned out. I think I'm going to try to clean up this wiring mess a little bit in between episodes as well, because it's not very pretty. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one.